Ladies and gentlemen, they are seeing a big drop in professional Black men and women being promoted, especially in some of the big corporations in this country. So, US companies have lost momentum in promoting Black professionals into management, according to new data from McKinsey and Company. So, it just says that George Floyd's death inspired many of these companies to bring in more Black employees and promote them too to higher levels of the company. Well, they're saying now they're seeing the opposite happens. Now they are seeing less and less Black professionals being promoted, and they have reverted to the same promotion rates for Black staff in 2019. The downshift suggests that companies' focus have shifted to trimming corporate budgets and getting more workers back into offices. Many have gotten distracted from earlier commitments to hire and promote more people of color. Here we go. Human resources and other corporate executives says, um, so the CEO of Jamba, James D. White, who now serves as a board chair for Honest Company, said the promotion data confirms that he has been hearing from Black professionals. There is really a dramatic kind of pushback and retreat that I've seen in lots of places as it relates to a focus on Black men and women in the workforce. It's the analysis McKinsey used to promotion rates from more than 270 companies that together employ more than 10 million people. The firm adjusted the population of each group to equal size to make the apples to apples comparisons of the rates of promotion. The data shows that for every 100 men of all races promoted in their first management role in 2022, 54 were Black women. In other words, they were promoted at about half the rate as all men. In 2021, the rate was nearly doubled, with 96 Black women promoted for every 100 men, approaching close to parity for a brief time. First time promotion rates for Black men have also fallen, dropping to 66 promotions for every 100 men of any race elevated into their first management role in 2022. That's down from 72 Black men promoted for every 100 men in 2021. White men and women, meanwhile, were promoted at relatively high rates consistently between 2019 and 2020. Well, that's because the people that give the promotion looks just like them. I don't see how that's shocking. They're more inclined to promote their own people. Even if the person is mediocre, they're more inclined to promote that mediocre person. So, anyway, corporate diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts have also become the subject of debate and cost cutting, as some employees complain that merit alone, not diversity goals, should be used to hire and promote people. So, if you were borderline committed, you just kind of exhausted and retreated. This is according to the CEO of Great Place to Work, a research consulting firm, citing culture audits based on questionnaires that firms received from the top uh, 18,000 companies it served. You know what? If they are reversing and promoting black men and women, it just proves they never wanted to do it in the first place. You know, back when George Floyd died, everybody just wanted to make themselves look like they were being fair and equal, and everybody had this opportunity. And, in order for them to all of a sudden revert back, they didn't want to do that in the first place. I mean, come on, just admit it already. So, they're saying that they are now paying attention to the advancement of black men and women. We are doing better, you know, but bosses have recently faced skepticism from some workers about the aims of diversity initiatives, as well as criticism from politicians. Yes, the woke, the politicians that got woke on the brain all day long. By the spring of this year, company executives dialed back their use of certain terms in earning calls, including diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, by a third. So in 2022, Black women were promoted to executive ranks at a higher rate than all men. For every 100 men promoted to the C suite, 132 Black women were elevated to those roles, up from 88 Black women promoted for every 100 men in 2021. Black women's promotion rate into the C suite for 2022 was higher than Black men, and white women. Promotions into the C suite for Black men in 2022, does, they said they faced a decline to 74 for every 100 men, down from 130 Black men for every 100 men in 2021. Overall, Black representation at the C suite level has been steadily rising since 2020, although still far behind that of white professionals. All right. So, three Black executives were tapped to lead Fortune 500 companies in 2021. All right. So, still rising, the trend line of CEOs might be discussing a problem lower down the ladder. They're going to seek an opportunity where their upward mobility at some other company. So, it just shows me these folks are very disingenuous. When Floyd died, everybody was looking to do something for Black people. And then now that you got Ron DeSantis and other red states that are on eliminating diversity, inclusion, equity, inclusion, now all of a sudden, there is a big drop in Black promotions within these corporations. So, it's a they just put some false sense of like they're doing something, but at the end of the day, the fact that they're reversing it now tells me they really didn't want to do this in the first place. I mean, just admit it already. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think, and they said a lot of this also changed not only from all that woke talk, but from the Supreme Court's decision to ban affirmative action in college admissions. Yeah, but we were never benefiting from affirmative action. White women were the biggest beneficiaries than anyone else. You know how it is. Anything we're given, you want to divert it to someone else. So, anyway, y'all, please tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.